Welcome to Morning Joan, your daily dose of drama, intrigue, and all the tea. We've got a lot to dish about, but first, let's dive into the latest from Westeros. If you're a fan of House of the Dragon, you know that Sunday nights are all about fire and blood. And boy, did this past episode deliver. So, it seems like Alicent is playing both sides, trying to get Rhaenyra back on the throne while also keeping her own son Aemond in the game. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra is getting ready to set out on her dragon to help defend her fleet against the Triarchy. But, of course, Jacaerys has other plans and orders Sir Laurent Marbrand to lock her in her chambers for her own safety. Yeah, because that's gonna go well. The Battle of the Gullet was intense, with Corlys leading Shirako on a wild goose chase through a shallow passage. But, in the end, it was Shirako who came out on top, ordering Tylan Lannister and his men to be tossed overboard. I mean, ruthless, but you've got to admire her skills in battle. And then, just when you thought it was all over, Rhaena shows up on Sheepstealer, causing chaos and destruction everywhere. The result? Vermax gets hit, Jacaerys goes down, and, well, let's just say it's not looking good for Team Black. We've also got some notable exits this episode, with Tylan Lannister possibly meeting his demise, and Shirako joining the list of bad guys who didn't make it past their second episode. And, of course, we're still waiting to see what happens with Daeron, who was mentioned but not seen. All in all, it's been a wild ride in Westeros, folks. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We're diving into the world of television as we explore the latest news from the Australian TV scene. The 66th TV Week Logie Awards are just around the corner, and the nominations are out. This year's awards see some exciting contenders, with Prime Video overtaking Netflix to become the most nominated streamer, thanks in part to its critically acclaimed series, The Narrow Road to the Deep North, and Deadlock. The ABC is also making waves, particularly in the comedy department with shows like Dog Park and Austin. Some of the biggest names in Australian television are vying for top honors, including Carl Stefanovich, David Spears, and Sarah Ferguson, who are all up for the Ray Martin Award for Most Popular News or Public Affairs Presenter. The voting system for the awards has also undergone some changes this year, with judges providing scores for both assessment criteria and audience engagement, which will then be combined with the public vote to determine the winners. As we look forward to the Logie Awards, it's an exciting time for fans of Australian television. With so many talented individuals and shows in the running, it's going to be a close competition. Whether you're a fan of drama, comedy, or news programs, there's something for everyone in this year's nominations. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darling. We've got the latest scoop on Jennifer Garner, Ben Affleck, and their adorable kids. Can you believe it's already been a week since Father's Day? It feels like just yesterday we were oohing and ahhing over all the sweet tributes to dads everywhere. Speaking of which, Jennifer Garner shared some rare photos of her ex-husband Ben Affleck with their 3 kids, Violet, Finn, and Samuel, on Instagram. The pictures are absolutely precious, and I must say, Ben looks like he's having the time of his life with those kiddos. But what really caught my attention was Jennifer's heartfelt caption. She wrote about how her kids love to spoil their dad, and how happy it makes her to see them so close. It's clear that despite their divorce, these two are still committed to co-parenting and giving their children a loving and stable home life. And let's be real, who doesn't love a good celebrity family drama? Am the first right, folks? In other news, Jennifer Meyer, the jewelry designer and ex-wife of Tobey Maguire, has welcomed a baby girl with her fiancé Jeffrey Ogunlesi. Congratulations to the happy couple. I have to say, I'm loving the fact that Jennifer is embracing motherhood again at 49. It just goes to show that you're never too old to start anew and experience the joys of parenthood. And finally, we have Jennifer Lopez spotted out and about with her Hermès Kelly bag, looking like a total boss as she takes in Ariana Grande's. Wait, no, it was actually Ariana who flew into the ceiling during Supernatural. I mean, who needs coffee when you have that kind of energy? Anyway, J.Lo was seen carrying that iconic handbag, and I am living for it. The woman knows how to make a statement, folks. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.